everybody, this is Jason, and we're having a great weekend at Weebcon 2026 here at the Gaylord Texan Hotel. And I was fortunate enough in my wanderings around the convention to meet Erik Suaste here. He is from Utah.
That's right.
And you want to tell us a little bit about your project?
Yeah.
Literally?
Sure. Yeah, this is Project 100. There's not 100 of them, but that's the name of the title. I'm an independent author and artist. I've had this idea since I was like 12, but it just kind of stayed in the back of my mind, and it just marinated. Every time I would get bored, I would think about the story, and it would evolve and evolve. Eventually, I reached my early 20s, and I thought about, well, no one's going to make this story except me. The reality is, no one really cares about your ambition except for yourself. So, yeah, 3 years later, decided to work on the volume itself, and now I got volume 1 out, which Jason was kind enough to place an order.
Absolutely. And in addition to my very own volume 1 that I purchased, I also got some of the arts that Erik created in these prints here with these beautiful colors. There's another one I'm going to get, that if you can see that beautiful fish tank one. I'm also going to grab that one when I go visit probably in San Antonio at another con. But anyway, I just wanted to say, first of all, your story there, the comment about how nobody was going to make that happen except for you.
Yeah.
I just think everybody out there, you guys know I'm a school teacher, and anybody who has any aspirations for anything, anywhere, are realizing that you have to take that effort and take that risk and just put yourself out there and make your ideas come to a reality. I just really value that message and that model you're setting for everybody, because it's a huge component to getting things done. It doesn't matter what your goals are. So thank you for saying that.
Yeah, of course.
And so it's what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, I was still in college for animation, so stay in school. But
stay in school, right?
But if you have a passion you've had since you were younger, it's very easy to grow into an adult and just leave those things behind. If you feel like partly about those things you want to do, hold on to it, because many of us lose those things the older we get. So make sure it comes a reality.
Absolutely. It's easy to get discouraged and run away, but as you said, don't let it go.
Exactly.
Stick to it. But anyway, just in the end, I love artists and authors who put their stuff together and do end up making it happen. He's still working on volume 2 now and the rest of the series. So we have volume 1, which I'm super excited to read, and I just love the art style, and I love the story a little bit. It's an environmental story. I love the story a lot, but it's a little bit about the kind of a conflict that some people run into.
The bigger message, like a quick synopsis, is just a couple wants to help the environment. They run into some issues while doing that, and they find out humanity's impact on the planet is a lot bigger than they realize. And there's some people who get affected, even the next generation, and you watch this couple struggle to navigate through all of that together.
Yeah, all of us have an impact on each other, whether we realize it or not, and you've had a great impact on our trip to the convention this weekend.
Likewise.
So I'm going to give this a read and then let everybody know what I think of it, and we look forward to volume 2 and the rest of your work.
Thank you.
Erik, nice to meet you. Appreciate you being
Likewise,
cool.
Jason.
And thanks for your work, and we'll talk to you soon.
Awesome. See you guys.
I got home last night and started reading Project 100, and I'm going to finish it right now. So yeah, I'll be back and let you know what I think.
Hey everybody, it is Easter, and I'm at my family's house. If you want to say hi to my aunts, Lisa and Dee Dee. This is for a quick YouTube video I'm making about a book I'm reviewing, or a
Happy
manga.
Easter!
Oh, that's not Lisa and Dee Dee. That's Stephanie and Dee Dee. I didn't even look up.
We love Jason. There's Aunt Lisa.
Aunt Lisa's right over there. She can't hear us. But anyway, so I had to take off, and I'm in the second half of the book, and I'm enjoying it.
We love you, whoever it is.
They do love you. There's a lot of love to go around in this group. So anyway, I had to take off after finishing the first half, and I'm here at a family event, and I'm gonna knock it out while I'm here, and I will be back soon with my full thoughts. Thank you, and I'll see you soon. Jason, and I just finished the Project 100 Volume 1. As you saw earlier in the video, I met Erik Suaste at Weebcon 2026 at the Gaylord Texan. The reason I bought the book in the first place was because Erik was just a cool guy, very engaging, and I enjoyed talking to him. And also the artwork was really interesting. I thought the characters had a good vibe. The colors were really vibrant and cool. And so after talking to him and looking at the art, I said, hey, I'm gonna pick up a copy of his book and one of his art pieces as well. And so I just finished it, and I did like the book. I don't wanna give anything away, spoil anything for anybody. His own synopsis he gave to me about it being a bit mysterious, tying in some kind of environmental conundrums between the characters and discovering some stuff. I definitely encountered all that. I thought it was very interesting. The parts I liked the most were, again, just that like evolving mystery and trying to figure out what the couple that you start the story off with were getting themselves into. I think most people, enjoy that process and that road of trying to find out what they've gotten into as a consumer of whatever media. And so, yeah, I enjoyed, pursuing that. I really, really, really liked the artwork. I really enjoyed the art style. I liked the main characters. I really liked a lot of the architecture. There were certain parts of the book where it showed like some almost scary and eerie architectural elements that I thought were just, really, really cool looking. And again, almost a little unsettling in a really, brilliant way. And I still feel that way. This was just volume 1, and so I want to know what's going to, happen from here and, see where the story goes. And that's actually one of my complaints a little bit, is that with volume 1 being the only one that's currently available, I'm sitting here wondering what's actually happening, and I can't do anything about it because volume 2 is not available, right? And so if you like the modern, but I grew up with that. When I grew up, you had to wait till the next week of a show to find out what was going to happen. Now they release shows on one big swoop most of the time, so you can just kind of, watch one after the other and find out everything you need to know in, one day if you just sit down and watch it all. But so for Project 100, I've got to wait until Erik finishes volume 2. So that's a little bit annoying. But hey, patience is a good thing, especially in a digital world, right? My other issue, which is a pretty substantial one, and I'm going to have to ask Erik because, he gave me his email, and I felt like I had a really easy time talking to him. A pretty big, I'm going to say problem for me, really, just to be frank, is that there was at least 10 major typos or grammatical errors that I spotted in the text. And so for me, it doesn't take away from the story. I knew what they were trying to say. I remember in a textbook I read one time, it says when people misspeak to you, you shouldn't worry about their misspeaking. You should just focus on the message they're trying to get across. And so I feel that way with this book as well. But I also feel like for a professional publication, whether it's an independent one or through a larger, publication, you should definitely have that stuff edited properly and have the correct people to read over it just to make sure things are done in the best, most professional way, so it, so it looks right. And so that was a bit annoying to me. But in the end, again, I just really enjoyed the artwork. I really liked the characters. There were a couple turns in there that I was, a bit surprised by, which again is a good element of storytelling. And so again, I do recommend to you guys to read Project 100. I would love for you to give it a shot and then let me know if you agree or disagree with my thoughts. And Erik is an independent artist and author, and I think it's good for all of us to support people that are putting themselves out there. As he said earlier in the video, it's your job, as Erik said, to make your dreams come true and to make sure that your goals become a reality. Nobody else really cares about getting your dreams accomplished. So, good job to Erik on working on this. Please get volume 2 taken care of. And again, for everybody out there, check out Project 100 by Erik Suaste. Please let me know what you think. If you've already read it, just share your thoughts. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else about it. Just some things I didn't really anticipate. I wonder if it's gonna resolve, because I was a little shocked by a few things. Like I said, love the artwork. Holy cow. I'm thinking about going to San Antonio in a couple months just to get another original, artwork from Erik, from the characters in this book, in this manga. And I just, I want to pursue it and, stick with it and see where it goes. So yeah, thank you, Erik, for a very interesting volume there. Look forward to your next copies that come out. Keep up the good work. And if anybody has any recommendations for me, I'm always looking for it. Catch you later.